Hello, and welcome to Cosmic Vistas, the podcast where we journey through the lives of the minds who shaped our vision of the universe. I'm your host, and today we're setting our sights on a titan. A man who didn't just write about the future, but actively built the blueprints for it. A man who connected the dawn of humanity to its destiny among the stars. We're talking about Sir Arthur C. Clarke. When you hear that name, what comes to mind? For many, it's the chilling, monotone voice of a rogue AI. I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that. HAL 9000 from 2001, A Space Odyssey is, without a doubt, one of science fiction's most enduring creations. But the mind behind HAL was so much more than a storyteller. He was a scientist, an inventor, a futurist, and a dreamer. To understand Clarke, we have to go back, not to the far future, but to a seaside town in early 20th century England. Arthur Charles Clarke was born in Minehead, Somerset, in 1917. As a boy, he was captivated by two things: the stars above and the science fiction magazines in his hands. He built his own small telescope from cardboard tubes and lenses, spending his nights mapping the moon. By day, he devoured pulp magazines like Astounding Stories, immersing himself in tales of rockets and alien worlds. This wasn't just idle fantasy. It was the beginning of a lifelong obsession. He moved to London in the 1930s and joined a fledgling group of like-minded enthusiasts, the British Interplanetary Society. While the world was gearing up for war, Clarke and his friends were busy designing spaceships, calculating trajectories, and seriously contemplating how humanity could reach the moon. They were dismissed as cranks, of course. But one of them was about to have an idea that would change the world forever. During World War II, Clarke served in the Royal Air Force as a radar specialist. He worked with the groundbreaking new technology, ground-controlled approach radar, which allowed planes to land in zero visibility. He was no longer just dreaming of the sky. He was mastering its invisible frequencies. And that's when the spark ignited. In a brief technical paper published in a 1945 issue of Wireless World magazine, titled Extraterrestrial Relays, Clarke laid out his most important contribution to our modern world. He proposed that a satellite placed in a very specific orbit, at an altitude of approximately 35,786 kilometers, or about 22,236 miles, would have an orbital period of exactly 24 hours.